Welcome back to the Lips Reacts channel. I'm Lips, and today we're watching Season 3, Episode 7 of Game of Thrones. This episode is titled The Bear in the Maiden Fair, and I can't wait to see what it's about. If you are enjoying the content here, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the comments after the episode, so prepare your thoughts as you watch along. If you want to watch the full-length reaction, you can hop on into Patreon, and all full-length reactions for everything I've ever reacted to and more that hasn't made it over here to YouTube yet is over there. So go ahead and hop on in there, and I'll see you in episode 7.
How far are we?
About a week, I think.
You think? You don't know?
When we went to Castle Black, we took the King's Road.
Is that how you lot do your fighting? You march down the road, banging drums and waving banners.
Greet has so much to say. Oh?
How do the men holding the banners fight?
They don't, really. It's a great honour to carry your house sigil.
Honor. Interesting.
Usually it's the young boys banging the drums.
What good are they?
They help the men march.
What do you mean? Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. At Castle Black, we won't be banging on drums to let them know we're coming.
No games.
No, you're just gonna light the biggest fire the North's ever seen to let them know you're coming.
He's getting a little protective.
I know you cut me loose on the wall.
Got her loose too. Did you see her sulking about it?
And now you're gonna share it with me. The deep wisdom you found inside the head of a bird.
People work together when it suits them. They kill each other when it suits them.
Ooh.
She knows it. You don't. Which is why
True.
you'll never hold on to her.
Saying about the Wild Things, they don't have this code of... They have a different code of honor, don't they? A different code of being.
That rain will cost us another day.
Oh, Frey will wait.
Lord Walder is prickly by nature. Is why we
I've
have
seen
to...
wet shits I like better than Walder Frey.
He ain't wrong.
I've spent the last 2 years nursing wounded men, watching them bleed and die. Not afraid of wet shits.
Frey will take this delay as a slight.
He can take it as he likes.
I wish their relationship wasn't so muddied by the politics of it all, because I did really, really like them.
We should all get some sleep.
I don't know, something changed in Rob when he chose love over war. And I think maybe it's because, like, choosing her put his family at a detriment. Interesting juxtaposition of war planning and the woman that got his eye off the ball a little bit, huh?
Who are you writing?
My mother.
Say hello for me. How am I supposed to sit here planning a war when you're over there looking like that?
What I'm saying.
Will you come with me one day to Volantis?
I promise.
I hope he makes it to Volantis.
And her grandchild.
Excuse me?
Are you certain?
Are you angry with me?
Oh.
I have your little prince or princess inside me.
One of each?
Don't get greedy.
Okay, I'm back. I've never really left the train. It was one of those decisions, right? That...
Leave the war for one night.
I love you.
You mean leave the war for one night? And do what? Oh, just this?
You think he loves you, is that it? You should be with one of your own.
I've never heard a calm word from your
Oh.
mouth.
You would. If you were mine.
Oh, wow.
I'd be good to you. You love him.
She loves him.
I think Pretty's gonna make you happy. But don't touch me. You won't love him so much when you find out what he really is.
What did he see? He's still a traitor, isn't he? Or he's playing both sides. Jon Snow is an interesting one, because sometimes I believe what he's saying to the Wild Things.
I'm stupid.
Sansa.
Little girl with stupid dreams who never learns.
Poor girl. And yet, I still sense this spark of romanticism in her.
You would have been happy at Highgarden. But women in our position must make the best of our circumstances.
This is a good leader for her. Mentor.
Has Lord Tyrion mistreated you?
No, he's a Lannister.
Far from the worst Lannister, wouldn't you say?
I would say, but I get it.
My son will be king. Sons learn from their mothers. I plan to teach mine a great deal. Your son might be the Lord of Casterly Rock and the North someday.
My son. With him.
With Tyrion.
I'll have to.
Oh.
It's the pain you're worried about.
I'm not afraid of the pain. Not after what Joffrey's done to me.
He's rather good looking, even with the scar. Especially with the scar.
Oh, Lady Marjorie.
Most women don't know what they like until they've tried it. And sadly, so many of us get to try so little before we're old and grey.
Speaking truth.
May surprise you. From what I've heard, he's quite experienced.
And he's sweet. I don't know that him and Sansa should do the tango, but...
We're very complicated, you know. Pleasing us takes practice.
Did your mother teach you?
Yes, sweet girl. My mother taught me.
Not her mother. She learned by doing. Sansa really is a sweet summer child.
You're a lord, she's a lady. And a beauty at that. I don't see the problem.
Shae isn't going to like it.
Shae is a whore.
Oh, put a little more respect on Shae's name.
Marrying a whore work out for you the first time.
Hey.
You want Shae? Keep her. All you have to do is get a son in the Stark girl. You'll have 2 women and a whole kingdom of your own.
2 women to despise me, and a whole kingdom to join them.
See, Tyrion is smart. He respects and fears women in an appropriate amount in this situation. Like, he understands what a woman despising him in this position could do, especially in terms of he loves Shae. And he doesn't want Shae to despise him, you know?
I'd like a report on the meetings of my small council.
You're welcome to attend the meetings of your small council, Your Grace.
Interesting.
Many important matters require
Weird
King's
dynamic.
attention.
Of course.
Like what? Are
You've
you
been
doing that?
holding the council meetings in the Tower of the Hand. May I ask why?
The walk from there to here would take time.
So if I wanted to attend a council meeting, I would now have to climb all the stairs in the Tower of the Hand.
He's specifically doing that so that Joffrey doesn't get into them. It's not a weird power move, but it is a power move.
We could arrange to have you carried.
Tell me about the Targaryen girl. Don't you think we ought to do something about it?
When I was Hand of the King under your father's predecessor, the skulls of all the Targaryen dragons were kept in this room. The skull of the last of them was right here. It was the size of an apple.
And the biggest was the size of a carriage.
Joffrey seems over this.
Curiosities on the far side of the world are no threat to us.
But how do we know?
Because we have been told as much by the many experts who serve the realm by counseling the king on matters about which he knows nothing.
Keep listening to them. Dragons are just curiosities.
I should be consulted about such things.
I will see to it that you are appropriately consulted on important matters.
Fair. The king, hierarchy-wise, should be consulted. Or, I don't know, it depends on how a king rules. Some want to stay further away and just let the people on the table do all the work, right? But, look at that smile. But this grandfather young king dynamic is very interesting. It adds a little extra fire.
If they're wise, they'll hide behind those walls and chip away at us, man by man. Taking this city will not bring you any closer to Westeros or the Iron Throne.
How many slaves are there in Yunkai? Then we have 200,000 reasons to take the city.
Dany's gonna get far by freeing all the slaves, isn't she? Hopefully. Oh, fingers crossed. I feel like her story's been moving the slowest, but seeing her like step into and glow into this power, and like I feel like we get to learn a lot about who she is as a leader in these like slower moments. Maybe slow is the wrong word, but brevity for the sake of recording this live, you know. I do think with Dany, it's gonna be one of those things where we've seen her do so many good things, and if she ever does something that we like disagree with, we're gonna back her tenfold, right? Kind of like the Starks for me.
Master of men and speaker to savages, to offer terms of peace. Noble lord, you are in the presence of Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, Queen of the Andals and the First Men, Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, breaker of chains and mother of dragons.
And it is a title befitting of her.
Many an army has broken against our walls. You shall find no easy conquest here, Khaleesi.
Good. Mine said he'd need practice. I was...
The wise masters of Yunkai have sent a gift for the Silver Queen.
Whoa.
There is far more than this awaiting you on the deck of your ship.
Whoa.
As I said, we are a generous people.
Is she gonna walk away without the slaves, though?
Sail them back to Westeros where you belong and leave us to conduct our affairs in peace.
She's not gonna like that. She really not gonna like that.
But I also want something in return. You will release every slave in Yunkai. Reject this gift, and I shall show you no mercy.
You are mad. We are not Astapor or Karth. We are Yunkai.
She is Dany, mother of dragons, Khaleesi, queen of the first people, or whatever her long-ass title is. Did he just say he would make a slave of her as well?
Bet my dragons made no promises, and you threatened their mother.
He is scared. I mean, I would be too. Did you see that dragon? Oh my god.
They will not bend.
What happens to things that don't bend?
They break.
Powerful friends. Who is he talking about?
She's smart.
I don't know.
Find out.
You see... Oh, that's stunning. That's so beautiful. I love her story. I love her story. The Targaryens are so... I'm so disconnected from the rest of the Targaryens, obviously, but love her, love her, love her. She's so smart. She listens to the entire thing.
You could buy a ship with these.
Do I need a ship?
What?
Am I going somewhere?
Of course you're not.
So, am I invited to your wedding?
Full respect for Shae. She's handling this as well as she can, I think.
This is duty, not desire.
Is that what you will tell yourself when you fuck her?
I don't have a choice. My father...
Does not rule the world.
Shae's not gonna let up on this, is she?
We can still go across a narrow sea.
What would I do there? I am a Lannister of Casterly Rock.
And I'm Shae the funny whore.
Oh.
I will marry Sansa Stark and do my duty by her.
While I empty her chamber pot and lick your cock when you're bored.
Ooh.
I will buy you a good home. Somewhere in the city.
She doesn't want that. She wants you.
Any children we might have will be well provided for.
Children? You think I want children who can never see their father? Who would be killed in their sleep if their grandfather found out about them?
She's not wrong.
You'll always be my lady.
I'm your whore. And when you are tired of fucking me, I will be nothing.
No. Shae.
What happened?
Wildfire. I should have been here.
That is a sight. That's chilling.
Never had a father. Never wanted one. I'm lowborn. As low as can be, my mother was a tavern wench.
Mine was a slave. Until the Lord of Light reached down, took me in his hand and raised me.
I was born in Flea Bottom.
Your blood is noble.
That explains a little bit of her devoutness, huh?
Whether he was some lord or
There. Your father's house.
He really didn't know.
I'm just a bastard.
Oh.
The bastard of Robert of the House Baratheon.
Is this why she needed him?
Why do you think the Gold Cloaks wanted you?
He really didn't know. Oh, I don't know how I feel about her, but I love this. Maybe the God of Light ain't so scary after all. He does sound
Come sit by the fire,
the
child.
God of Light stuff is kind of cool, right? Like the fact that this guy has been resurrected like 6 times.
I didn't like giving up the boy.
But you did.
Oh.
You took the gold and you gave him up.
Wasn't he serves the God of Light too?
He's not my one true God.
No? Who's yours?
Death.
Oh, the juxtaposition of Arya and Sansa, where Sansa's still like she sees the light and she blossoms to it, even after the light goes away and she withers. The next time the light comes, she blossoms to it. And Arya,
But what about River Run? It's not south. It's west of here.
Arya was hardened by everything.
Swore.
To take you home, and I will.
Still love Arya though, not a negative. I'm seeing the beauties and the wonderfulness in both Arya and Sansa.
Because you're a liar. You lied to Gendry. You lied to me. You lied to anyone. I hope the Lannisters kill you all.
Whoa.
But now...
Uh-oh. No.
Keep calling
Oh,
my
the
wolf
Hound?
Won't do you no good.
I don't know. Could be a good thing. Could be an awful thing. The Hound and Arya, not a good mix. The Hound was there for Sansa, I think. So I'm conflicted.
Have they told you what they plan to do with me?
You're to remain here.
Are they just marrying her off? Whoring her off?
You gave your word. Keep it.
Keep your word.
I will
What
return
was-
the Star Ghost to their mother.
Brienne, loyal through and through.
You will give my regards to Lord Tywin, I trust.
Tell Robb Stark I'm sorry I couldn't make his uncle's wedding. The Lannisters send their regards.
Safe journey, Kingslayer. Nothing to say. I don't remember chopping your balls off, too.
Ooh.
We'll take good care of her.
No, they won't. He feels guilty about that. Beautiful ladies coming to heal Theon Greyjoy?
Gentle, my lord.
Or to tease him. They're being far too nice.
Where is he?
I'm here, but you, me, and Violet.
He sent you.
Who sent us? We sent ourselves, Lord Greyjoy. We heard so much about it. There it is. Oh. He thinks we're ugly.
This has got to be a trick on him, right?
I felt something.
Think he's waking up. Oh my god.
Plenty there for both of us. I was here first.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it was a trick.
Should we see this cock everyone's always going on about? Who knows you love girls? And you always thought they loved you back. Your famous cock must be very precious to you. Would you say it's your most precious part?
Uh-oh.
Please, mercy, mercy! This is mercy.
Oh my god.
No! No! Please, no! No, please!
Take away what he loves the most. Oh.
Is that a palace?
It's a windmill.
Oh.
If you're impressed by a windmill, you'd be swooning if you saw the Great Keep at Winterfell.
What's swooning? What's fainting?
When a girl sees blood and collapses.
Why would a girl see blood and collapse?
They have lived different lives.
Oh, a spider! Save me, Jon Snow.
Maybe one day I'll take you to Winterfell.
Oh, maybe one day I'll take you there. After we've taken our land back.
Ygritte,
Uh-oh.
you won't win. 6 times in the last 1,000 years, a king beyond the walls attacked the kingdoms. 6 times they failed. The 7th will be the same.
Mance is different.
You don't have the discipline. Your army is no army.
Wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a lot of yours, not a lot of we's.
If you attack the wall, you'll die.
If you...
All of you.
All of you. You're showing your cards here, Jon.
All of us.
She heard it too. Uh-oh.
You're mine. And I'm yours.
Loving the powerful women in season 3. They really are using, it was Cersei who said there was a power that women had and it was between their legs, and they are using it this season.
It's all right, Osha. It's not all right. You think I can't hear you every day, filling his head with black magic.
Osha's nervous.
I wish I could tell him all the answers. It would be much easier.
I don't want you talking to him anymore until we get to your brother at Castle Black.
Is he
We're not going to Castle Black.
What did you say?
What?
Bran needs to find the Raven beyond the wall.
Oh, no.
Beyond the wall?
I fell from that tower for a reason. Is that what he's telling you? All these bad things happened because the gods got big plans for you. Lord, but the gods wouldn't spare ravens cold shit for you or me or anyone. You don't understand. You don't know. You don't know. I had a man once.
Oh.
But one night, Bruni disappears. I knew he'd come back. And he did. Only it wasn't Bruni. Not really.
It was a White Walker.
His eyes bluer than clear sky.
She had to kill him. Her love.
Grabbed me by the neck. I could feel the life slipping out of me.
Oh my god.
I had to burn our hut down with him inside. I didn't ask the gods what it meant. I didn't need to. I already knew. It meant the North was no place for men to be.
Probably true, okay.
I promised your maester I'd get you to Castle Black and no further.
Osha's loyal. I mean, do I want to figure out the 3-eyed Raven? Absolutely.
What's the purpose of an arm with no hand?
That does not look good.
Far better this sort of work than Grand Maester Pycelle.
Faint praise, my lord.
So why did the Citadel take your chain?
Yes, let's talk about it.
Curiosity. The only way to treat disease is to understand disease. And the only way to understand it is to study the afflicted.
Hypotheses.
Performed experiments on living man.
Or that. Oh.
Did you get a bird up to Brienne's father in Tarth?
Lord Selwyn Tarth offered 300 gold dragons for his daughter's safe return.
Fair offer.
Fair offer. Locke won't take it.
Why?
He's convinced Lord Tarth owns all the sapphire mines in Westeros.
Oh, Jamie.
She'll be their entertainment tonight.
Oh my god.
Beyond tonight, I don't think they care very much.
They're gonna fuck her and then kill her? I mean, fuck is too nice of a word. They're gonna R her and then kill her.
We have to return to Harrenhal.
Please. God, how is Jamie having a redemption arc?
When my father sees me, the first thing he's going to ask is what happened to my hand. And I'm going to tell him, this man chopped it off.
Let's go, Jamie. Let's go, Jamie. Yes, you gotta find everyone's weakness, right? That guy's weakness is he wants a reward. So, therefore, we return to Harrenhal to save Brienne. The Jamie redemption arc I didn't see coming, but definitely doesn't erase the things I despise about him. making her fight a bear with a wooden sword?
Stop running and fight!
Oh my god, oh my god.
I'll pay a bloody ransom. Gold, sapphires, whatever you want. Just get her out of there.
Still think that the only thing that matters is gold.
Throw him in. Jesus Christ. Wow.
That makes me happier than all her sapphires.
Oh no! Oh my god.
The fuck you doing to my bear?
Lord Bolton charged me with bringing him back to King's Landing.
Yes! That guy wants his fucking reward! Yes! The weaknesses are showing. Oh my god, I'm so scared. He's getting her out. He got her out. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, he missed? That motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Adrenaline.
The bitch stays.
No, she doesn't. Throw him in the pit.
King's Landing. She belongs to me.
What do you think is more important to Lord Bolton? Getting his pet rat a reward or ensuring Tywin Lannister gets his son back alive?
Tywin Lannister getting his son back alive, obviously. Damn. I was really hoping we'd get to throw him in the pit.
Sorry about the sapphires.
I respect that Jaime went back. Because if he hadn't lied about that sapphire thing, then possibly the Lance would have taken the 300 gold dragons. But Jaime went back to right his wrongs. There's an interesting thing about Jaime and Brienne because Brienne brings out this soft side of Jaime that almost puts him on this redemption arc of like, you get to see this other side to him, right? Everyone has duality to them. There's not going to be any good and bad. It's not going to be that white and black, right? Everyone is going to be in this gray mid-range. And some things we're going to be able to stand behind more and some things we're going to despise more, but it's just like everyone is an anti-hero, I think, truthfully, at one point or another. And what this show does a really, really good job at is giving you these, and especially right now, you've got the characters who kind of started out more on that good side, what we thought were heroes, people were easy to get behind, and then you've got the people that were a little bit harder to get behind, or they were more evil, perceived evil, whatever. And then as the story progresses, we see how everyone is still kind of in this middle range, but everyone has their weaknesses. Everyone's fighting for something, and it's their own something. It's their own reason. It's their own reason. It's personal to them. And this show does a really good job of kind of bringing you into each side of the story so that you can even if you don't like what they're doing, you can understand why they're doing it. But yeah, Brienne and Jaime are interesting because Brienne pulls out this softer side of Jaime that we don't really get to see. I would say Jaime's probably one of the most conniving, naturally evil characters. And yet we're seeing this like lighter side of him, and we haven't really seen that in Cersei yet, which is interesting. I don't know if it's there, but also Cersei has Marjorie right now, and Marjorie, I think, pulls out the worst in Cersei because Lady Marjorie illuminates some of Cersei's insecurities, I think. And I'll be interested to see how that dynamic continues, because already we've seen Cersei pivot things to kind of ice Lady Marjorie out, and it didn't work for her. And in fact, it's conflicting and weaving in things in an even more dastardly way, potentially. This is the first episode where I've had any doubt about Robb and his wife, which, sorry, her name doesn't stick with me, but there was something in today's episode where I was like, it may not be her intention, or she may not be a plant, but whatever is happening there is it's distracting Robb from the war. And I kind of nailed why it makes me a little sad, because the love between them, if you've been watching my reactions, I think it's probably pretty apparent that I'm a sucker for love, and I love a good love story. So like, you won't ever catch me behind Cersei and Jaime. And if you ever catch me backing the love of Cersei and Jaime, then pull this back up and flame me all you want. Okay, remember, season 3, episode 7. This moment in time, whatever this timestamp is, feel free to flame me, okay? I don't think it'll happen. But I'm a sucker for the love stories. And when Robb met his lady, I was like, I love them. I wish they could be together. But then when they got together, I don't know, my perception of Robb shifted in that moment. And I nailed it today. I think I nailed where that perception shift really truly came from, and it's that he chose this person over his entire family. He essentially added more of a dilemma. He added a tougher hill to climb, a bigger battle to fight. He created more enemies. He essentially chose this stranger over his sisters. I think that's kind of a really dramatic way of saying it, but I think when it comes down to it, we lost a little bit of strength in the battle by Robb falling in love. And not only because we lost the phrase, we kind of lost that natural alliance there that Lady Stark had built for us. Not necessarily a natural, yes, it was a forced and arranged alliance, sure. But we lost this alliance, this power that we had gained. And we're going to try to go get it back, and we'll see how that... I mean, I guess there is a wedding. So I guess, to be fair, I suppose we are getting it back. A little bit in one way or another, but there's just this shift that happened. And I think it's also that something that I really, really loved about Robb was that he's young. I perceive him to be quite young, not as young as, Sansa or Arya or Bran or whatnot, but like, he's a young adult my perception of ages in this is astronomically off, I think. Because I think in the books a lot of people are a lot younger than they are portrayed in the show, and I think for good reason, because of marriages and whatnot, and marriages and sex, let's just say, call it what it is. So he's a young leader, and when he first stepped into it, I was really, really impressed with the clarity that he brought to it, with the heart that he was bringing to it, with the focus he was bringing to it, with the strategy he was bringing to it. And the first decision he made that kind of started to crumble things was trusting Theon. Now, I stand behind him. That decision, I would have done the same thing. And I think, honestly, in that moment, Theon had no idea that he would turn like that. Theon was put in this really tough position of choosing his family, or the people who let's call a spade, even though they did it nicely and they did it kindly and they treated him like family, enslaved him, captured him, held him hostage. Whatever word you want to put there, we need to treat a spade there. And he ended up choosing his family over his blood family, over the family that, yes, they loved him. Yes, they loved, and they were kind to him, but had essentially stolen him from his home. And he had to make a decision there. And I can't disagree with the decision Theon made. Some of the ways that he stood behind that decision, I do think we're wrong, and I think we're hasty, and I think showed this like really chaotic side to him that is hard to stand behind, and he's getting his due for it. So, you know, we'll let that's gonna play out. They are really, I mean, he truly got his due for it today. But if they did what I'm assuming that they did to Theon, then he's lost everything that he loved now. He lost any sort of power he had. He lost any sort of ability. I'm assuming he's lost the ability to enjoy a woman fully, maybe not fully, but to enjoy sex, I suppose, in the way that he has, at least in the past. I don't know that he's getting out with his life. So honestly, I don't know that he'll ever be able to do that again. But Robb trusted Theon. That didn't turn out into his favor. He was promised a woman, and then he essentially, oddly enough, he took on that arranged marriage for a bridge, and then he burnt the bridge metaphorically. So he did that, and then he killed the Karstark leader. And I just think there's this cloudiness to his strategy and his brain and his things that he's doing right now, and that's so disappointing to see. So I'm hoping we get a little bit more of the Robb Stark that I loved back, but I don't know that we will. So it is what it is. This is I saw Game of Thrones in the section of HBO the other day titled Anti-Heroes, and that is so correct. So incredibly correct. Well, thank you for joining me for episode 7 of season 3 of Game of Thrones. This one was the Bear and the Maiden Fair. And when they said the Bear and the Maiden Fair, I did not think it was literally going to be a maiden in a fight with a bear. But it was. And that was adrenaline. That was an adrenaline rush. So thank you for joining me. If you want the full-length reactions to any of the Game of Thrones episodes we've watched or more, I put out movie reactions over there that haven't made their way over here to YouTube yet. Last of Us, The Sandman, Chernobyl, all of that, all those full-length reactions are in the Patreon, as well as a spreadsheet that has all the links to everything. So if you're looking for an easy way to search and see what we've watched and what we have, check that out over there. Otherwise, I will see you down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.